So I figured out what I'm gonna do.
What?
I'm just gonna stop saying I want to go to events. I'm just gonna show up. If I surprise them, they can't cancel it on me, right?
Exactly. If you say it,
and before they cancel it the day of, they're just like, "Sorry guys, it's canceled."
All right. I think we're in business. It's way the fuck too hot in my room, so I turned the AC off, so now it's like a little bit less bearable. I had it running for the last hour, and it's still 76 degrees in here. All right, cool, awesome.
Sounds about right.
It's fucking February. Why the hell is it like cooking in here? I'm not like raising snakes or anything. What the hell?
I don't know. We can always ask Wagon how he keeps it cool.
He doesn't. Isn't it 80 degrees in there?
I don't know. I would die. Anything above 70 is too much for me.
The procrastination. How do you spell procrastination? Cast. That doesn't look like it's spelled right in all caps, but whatever. Alright, let's take a look. What do we got here? What's game one? MoldedPixels, I believe, versus Strix. A TVZ on Abyssal Reef should be fun, I think.
He wanted us to note that he was not playing on his original setup.
I don't give a shit.
So, duly... Oh, I thought you had the stream on.
What?
What?
The stream is on.
Well, okay then. I just wanted there to be proof that it was noted.
It was noted? Okay, it's noted.
It was noted.
Hey man, you gotta... No excuses, man. No excuses. Alright, let's just jump into it.
Sounds good to me.
I hope the volumes are set up correctly. I think it is, but...
We'll find out soon enough,
yeah, exactly.
I suppose.
When people start complaining,
Someone
I can't
will say
hear you,
something.
you know. Yeah, alright. Alright. So in the bottom right-hand corner, playing for Team Lost in Translation, it is Strix.
And on the other side, the yellow Terran player, well, he's green for me now, the green Terran player, MoldedPixels.
I actually did not have the overlay up. Good start, good start.
Yep.
It's okay, you missed the first 10 seconds of the game, and you missed me announcing Strix. It's fine.
I just realized the thing I'm using doesn't allow me to use you as an observer.
Oh, I don't care if people use me as an observer anyway. Like, I don't think you should.
I mean, it helps if I talk about the same thing you're talking about, in my opinion.
I don't know. Because usually whenever you say something, I'll go to where it's happening, right?
I don't know. If I'm talking, I'm not really paying attention at the same time, you know?
But, like, if you're talking about something, I will be able to, like, say, oh, he's talking about this, let me go run to that spot real quick. Like, it's not like the observer has to determine what you talk about. I don't think so, at least. I know people always say, like, I want to follow that person, but, eh.
Yeah, well, while we're squabbling here, it looks like both of these players are doing the most
standard.
normal ladder builds humanly possible.
Which is kind of strange for CTL, because I always assume CTL is the cheesiest fucking thing, because it's all best of ones, right? I guess you don't cheese when you feel like you're better than the other person, and I guess both these players feel like they're better than the other person.
I think it's that, and you know, I feel like when you macro, you kind of take like a cop out, for example, because you know, if you go to macro and you get like 12 pulled or something, you immediately just write it off like, he 12 pulled, whatever.
Yeah, it's true.
But you know, whenever you go to cheese someone, there's a 50-50 chance that you'll mess it up. So
that is a good point. So you get to lay the blame on someone else besides yourself.
Well, I mean, like, I don't know if you've had this a lot lately or not, but like every game I play, I get worker scouted no matter what matchup it is. So it's like,
yeah, that's true.
Well, there's no reason for me to do anything because I'm gonna get scouted every game. So
yep. So what do you think about going for a SCV scout and then a Reaper? Because I just feel like it doesn't matter. Because like, what kind of early shit is there gonna do to you that you're actually gonna like die to?
Believe it or not, the Reaper shows up too late to scout a Ravager all in.
Really?
Yeah, like the SCV would come through as the Roach Warren's about halfway through, as opposed to the Reaper showing up as 3 Roaches are popping.
I did not know that. That's
Yeah.
maybe I should do a Reaper once, and the Reaper goes down immediately. Unfortunate there.
Those are like map hacks right there, man. I don't know. Moving your Zerglings over there.
Yeah, it's a little weird to send your
We need
Zerglings
to
over
get a
there.
Villa on this case. I don't know, man.
That was a little bit weird, actually. Like, why would you go over there?
Well, I only say that because he did have his Overlord over there, so I'm pretty sure he already knew the Reaper was there.
I also,
I'd
you send the
and
Lings
look.
over there to clear out the Reaper to take your third anyway.
Oh my god. That bunker.
Yeah, I was... Ouch.
Some things just aren't destined to be, and that bunker may be one of them.
Oh
god.
Micro. Clear.
Micro.
No micro.
Nope.
So there's 4 Lings
All right.
in molded space just, like, wreaking havoc. Free reign.
Alright, if Molded was Gosu, he'd load his SCV. Nope. Into the command center.
I actually don't know how to load a SCV to a command center.
I believe the hotkey is O, but I have it unbound, so I always have to click it.
Oh, okay. There's a button you have to click. You can't just right click on it because it'll repair, right?
Yeah. And even if it was full health, it wouldn't go in. And it looks like this bunker might go down without a salvage.
It's got a salvage. He's gonna run off it.
Unfortunately, he is feeding more Marines into these Lings.
Yeah.
This little bit of a Ling attack here actually goes really well for Strix. A little bit of attempted micro there. Unfortunately, he did grab the full health Ling.
Mm-hmm. Like what's
so if this looks like it was going to be the 2-1-1, but now he's got a third Rax down instead. So not exactly sure if this is an alteration or if this was his plan.
Yeah, because
I guess we'll see where it goes.
With the 2-1-1, right? Like you can't lose any Marines. You need all the Marines in the attack.
Yep.
Because every time you lose Marines before the attack, it's just like it makes the attack so much worse. So that's all of your units at that point.
Pretty much. It's also a pretty early Baneling nest from Strix, in my opinion, considering the amount of damage he got done.
Oh yeah. I think in this league though, it's just a kind of a safety one, less of a. I'm gonna go for a timing. A lot of Zergs nowadays just like they're just skipping Banelings for the longest time because who needs the Banelings? You got Queens. Just keep powering out
it
the
always
drones,
tilts
Queens.
me whenever I see Zergs take double Evos.
Why?
Like there's a few reasons why. The first one being a lot of the time they won't use it. The second one being when they use it, they hold off all of my attacks and then they still have more workers than me. Whenever that happens, it's just full tilt.
Yeah.
Like obviously there's stuff you can do about it, but it's like, man, I'm attacking him, he's defending it.
And
he's got more workers than me. He's got more armor. He's got more workers than me. He's got a bigger army. He's got better upgrades. He's got better tech, and it's just like, well, this build doesn't work anymore.
Well, this is gonna be an awkward SCV. Build a bunker out here. Spots the Lings and Banelings, I believe. Oh, it doesn't spot the Banelings. Spots the Lings though.
Oh, this isn't going to be very good. These Lings are going to get right on top of this tank. Fortunately, there are enough Lings or Marines to take out the Lings. That poor Baneling. He stared right into the abyss.
And realized, oh, can't. Let me turn around. Nope, too late. So yeah, enough of the damage that Strix did early on is showing now. He's up 56 to 31 workers, up a little bit of supply. He's just kind of powering, get the double upgrades going to Spire. He's got 3 saturated bases fully now. Yeah, 3 fully saturated bases, getting all 6 gases. He's getting that mid game swing going.
Yeah, the other thing to note about this is that Molded doesn't even have a third CC. He's got 3 racks, which means he would be able to put on a bit of pressure if he went to do that. But it looks like with the first 2 medevacs only just now coming out, this is really his only chance to have started attacking.
Yeah. And how much does he have out right now? I mean, say Strix doesn't do anything besides make drones right now. He's only got 10 Lings out. So attack could do something, but and no creep.
Connected, so
his vision isn't too great. So like a push could catch him off guard a little bit. So here comes a double drop. See if when Strix sees it. Going in a pretty good spot here, right in between
out these rocks.
I feel like Terran should never take down those rocks, ever.
I would agree with you. I'm also kind of like breaking out in a cold sweat. Every time I see Terrans that don't wall off, like it just, I don't know how they do it. They're so much braver than I am.
Yeah. So this actually could do some damage here, because there's nothing spotted this drop the entire time. He's going to stim in here and just take out a whole bunch of workers.
These drones. These poor drones. They're selected. Now they're moving. It's a little late. And it looks like all the units that are going to pop out right here should be surrounded by Marines and should all go down.
No, he move commanded. He takes out 11 workers there. Can he get the hatchery? He's not going with that. He's going for overlords. I don't know about that decision making, but There we go. Now he's going with the hatchery.
Honestly, with the number of overlords that are right there, I might have went for the overlords.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Yeah, because he...
And with there being no Banes right here, this is a pretty good fight. He definitely needs to run now.
Yeah. I was just saying, like, of anything, he's got to go for either overlords or either the hatchery. He can't, like, go for both. He went for both there, and, like, he didn't get either.
Yeah.
He killed, like, one overlord.
Although, I will say I really don't like this sensor tower location.
Where do you
Because
put
the
it?
sensor tower, it's right here in his main.
Oh.
But if you look on the mini-map, you can see basically he doesn't see anything outside of the natural.
Yeah.
The third base has a little bit of notification, but basically you're not going to see anything until it's rolling up on your base.
Yeah,
with this
yeah,
anyway.
for sure. You get caught out a little bit, loses 2, 1? Is that 1? Well,
only 1. That other one got dangerously close.
Yeah.
Alright, looks like if Molded has decent splits here, this should be a... Oh, well, oh my god.
That's
Banelings just came in.
These splits are going to be hard to deal with that many banelings. It's, I don't know, there's 16... 21 banelings. It's a lot of banelings to deal with when you only have X amount of Marines.
I can definitely agree with that.
Yeah. Molded really needs to get his third base out, though, here. He's been on 2 bases for so long. His main is running a little dry. He's got, like, nothing on his natural, though. Actually, he's, like, way oversaturated in the main and undersaturated in his natural.
Another issue he's going to be running into if this game goes too much longer is, take a look at the upgrades. He's only got +1 attack, and the Zerg already has 1/1 with +2 attack about to finish up. Infestation Pit's a little bit late, but he'll be all right.
Yeah, he's going to have 2-2, and yeah.
The supplies are surprisingly even thanks to this mineral bank that our Zerg player has here.
Yep. Hey, we got a mineral bank, double expand, right? That's what he's doing. And he still has a mineral bank after double expanding, but it's okay.
I mean, that's basically my philosophy, and then I die because I need an army right after I make the 2 expansions.
That is a good point. But it's okay. He has enough money where he can double expand and make the army at the same time.
I'm kind of curious to see what this Baneling hit squad's going to do over here to the left, because I believe that is enough Banelings to one-shot a command center.
I think so.
As soon as the command
unless
center
it gets
lands,
hit by
he
his
moves the
Widowmine.
Banelings in.
Please get hit by that Widowmine. This could be juicy.
Oh my god.
Nope. Never mind. The Widowmine.
And then
I like the scan.
Feels bad.
Oh, it feels bad.
Just he's got to verify that his dreams were just crushed. Unfortunately, they were.
Yeah, I think that Widowmine was a little bit too close to the command center, so by the time it tracked onto it, it was already too late.
I don't know, but we might have to have this replay analyzed by Avillo. I don't know if you noticed, but literally the second the orbital landed, the Banelings moved in.
I don't know, man.
I don't know, Kev. He's just pretending not to see these medevacs, you know?
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, let's just burn all the bridges of every team, right? Yeah. Okay. So this drop's gonna be huge and come and take out this 5th base. Basically nothing that Strix can do about this at all. He's making a lot of banelings.
That's a big morph. If Molded actually stemmed over there right now, he'd probably just win.
Oh, I don't know if he knows how long. Kill him. He's gonna try to split. No, just kill him. He doesn't know when it was made. That's the thing. Oh, now
he should know by now. It's definitely getting close. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Splits by Manny.
Splits by Manny. I don't want to call it the Manny, but when you split and you re-clump up because you misclick, that kind of is split by Manny.
Yep. Alright, well both of our players are floating a pretty healthy amount, so they should be able to remake these armies. Now it's just a question of who makes it first.
Yep, absolutely.
I feel like Molded invested a little bit too much in tanks here. These 3 tanks are kind of
yeah, they haven't done anything really all game.
Useless.
They've been chilling.
I mean, I can understand making 1 tank, but once you've confirmed they're going for Ling Bane Muta, I definitely feel like the Widow Mines are a more effective option. And I also kind of wish he would have been muling his main a little bit harder so he could float his main orbital over to the 3rd now, since he did lose that 3rd command center a little earlier.
Yeah, but it's about up. It's only like less than 60 on each of these patches. It's about up.
Yeah. So we do have 2-2 for the Zerg player. The Ultralisk Cavern's almost done, and we've only got 1-1 Marines out for the Terran player. And for anyone who's played TVZ, you know pretty well that Marines 3-3 don't do a whole lot to Ultras, so I can only imagine what 1-1 Marines
1-1 does?
do.
Yeah. As a Zerg player, it's quite comical watching Ultras get tickled.
Like, one thing that's amazed me though is even since the Liberator change, like Ultras just walk under my Liberators now, and I'm just like, wait a minute,
Yeah.
you can't do that. Stop it.
Stop
But no,
that. Stop.
Liberators don't quite do as much damage as they used to.
Yeah.
11 Overlords coming out at once. It looks like Strix is about to max out in this game.
Strix is that is definitely pulling a boo. I'll let you guys take that one. Pulling a boo is definitely making 11 Overlords at once.
And then leaving them in the middle of the map for my Phoenixes to kill them. Yeah.
I don't know if you watched the game I played that UR casted. The weird base trade shit. There was one point in the game where I made 11 Overlords.
Oh god.
At like
oh
70
god, this for third base.
Oh, what am I hit though?
Mines. Banelings.
Oh, if you just need to step back. That actually traded decently, I think. For what was there.
As long as he catches these.
Oh, but the mutas are in now. And I don't think he's got enough Marines to fight these mutas, actually.
Luckily for him, his natural's fortified enough to where these mutas can't fly in, but this does forfeit all of the SCVs here.
Yeah.
And there's actually no turrets right here on the side of the main, so if these... Luckily for him, there's more Overseers than mutas, so this looks a little more dangerous than it is. But those mutas could have flown in and been a little more annoying if they wanted to.
Yeah, there's not too many turrets. I mean, the turrets are actually, like, in between the third and the natural. There's actually no turrets. Oh, there's actually just one now, but at the natural, like, behind the middle line. So, like...
I mean, I can understand it. Molded's been relatively choked for minerals.
Yeah.
So I can understand not going full panic, 3 turrets per base.
Yeah. But it looks like the GG upgrades are coming out for Zerg now. 4 Ultralisk, Adrenal Glands, 3/3, and chitinous plating. It's the get out of my game upgrades. That's a production tab that you want as a Zerg player.
It's the production tab that Terran tiers are made of right there.
Exactly, all that red.
Can confirm. 3/3 Terran Bio used to be the scariest upgrades in the game.
Yeah.
That's no longer the case.
Not quite. I mean, what I do like about ZVT though is even though you have like these mega death armies, you can still win a fight if the Zerg takes a shit in a fight, like in a choke point. You can watch the entire Zerg army die to like 2/2 bio. Which I've done multiple times.
Yeah, well, I mean, like I said, Zergs are all magicians. You guys
we find ways to throw games because.
Oh, he's got no anti-air, and I've got Broodlords. All right, well, let me just stand these Broodlords over 8 storms so they all die. Yeah, that seems logical.
Hey, Storm's scary, man.
Thank you, Nerchio.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, that game confused me greatly. All right, this is coming in now.
These lanes are funneling in.
Okay, the lanes are coming in first, probably not great.
Splits. Oh god. Okay, well, nope. He's already lost too much bio.
Yeah, and the Banelin's gonna clean up all the bio.
There's basically a Baneling per each Marine at this point.
Banelin's going into siege tanks, not giving a fuck. And then the Ultras come in to clean up afterwards because the Ultras don't care. And there it is. MoldedPixels taps out. Strix takes game number 1. Wrong. What's my overlay? Oh, this one. That one. There it is. Found it. Alright, so that was quite the game 1. Basically Strix suffocating Molded for the entire game. So Techfour got a walkover this week, so it's gonna be 1-1 to start off here. It's gonna be
Dear God, that is the creepiest looking picture. You couldn't have made that any creepier.
I cropped it perfectly, I think.
Like, the only way it could have been creepier is if I had that pedo stash. But lucky for me, I'm Korean and I don't get facial hair.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I could Photoshop it in. I could bring a little Hitler stash in.
I don't think any of us want that.
You sure you don't want a little Hitler stash? No, not that.
Alright, people already hate me. I don't need them to have more reasons to hate me, alright?
We find out, like, tomorrow that, like, you have to make an apology video on Reddit about, oh, I'm sorry that I was, my face was on a, I don't know, cast, but swastika. Yeah.
I didn't even make it. Someone just took my picture off the internet.
Exactly. Alright, so set number 2, we're going Nano versus Honor and a TVP on Newkirk Precinct. I believe we actually saw this like last time, didn't we? Like I feel like the last game I cast of Nano was a TVP on Newkirk. I feel like I see the same thing over and over again, or I'm just casting too many games. I don't know. But yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Every CTL game I watch is always Zerg related.
I mean, it was all.
Which is one of the many reasons I never wanted to play.
Hey man, North America be below Masters is all Zerg, pretty much. Hell, I think in Masters is mostly Zerg too.
In Masters is mostly Zerg. Once you get up to like the high Masters, it's kind of like Korea where you got all of these fucking Terran players.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot Nano got Diamond. My God, did you ever go back and watch his highlight video where he got Diamond?
Yeah.
That was such a slugfest.
Oh, the actual game? I didn't watch the game. I watched the
It
afterwards.
was Void Rays versus Marines for like 40 minutes.
Oh my god, it's awesome. All right, so playing in the bottom right-hand corner as the red Terran, it is Nano.
And in the bottom left, it is the purple Protoss player. He is LIT's Honor.
Riser? No. Okay. That's why Riser has his own color, because now I just get flashbacks to casting Riser whenever I see a purple Protoss. It's bad.
Well, I mean, it's basically a unicorn at this point anyway. Who plays Protoss?
That's a good point.
Oh God, is he going for 2 gateways? Please tell me you're not putting a second gateway down. Don't do it. Oh my
That's
God.
second gateway. I don't know anything about PvP. What does 2 gateways actually mean?
Well, considering he hasn't taken a gas or anything, I have no idea.
There's a gas.
There we go. So I think what he's gonna do, like something I always do whenever I'm playing Nano or someone that's typically any PvT builds, you know, I'll go 2 gate stalker and then I'll harass with the 2 stalkers and try and do as much as I can with them.
Oh yeah, sure.
But typically when you see this, it's adepts. However, I just use Roddy's build because Roddy, you know, he likes the Warcraft 3 micro with the first 3 units of the game. He's probably one of the best with the first 3 units. Get outside of that.
And after that, it all falls apart after that, you know.
Yeah.
Wait, so you make these 2 gateways and don't do any of them until the Cybernetics core is done, or do you? Wait.
Well, that's the thing. It's like the build goes 16 gateway, 17 gas, and then the other gas, and then at 19 you make the other gateway because the second gateway will finish up at the same time as the cyber core.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Which is the same build you use in PvP, basically.
Okay, all right. So,
he is going for the 2 stalkers.
Yeah.
And this will work pretty well against what Nano's doing, depending on if he gets that bunker done in time. Which is something Nano usually struggles with a little bit. Oh my God, this Reaper's a pacifist.
He just looked at the probe.
He just
Hello,
looked
probe.
at the probe and said, "Go ahead, I'll be back later."
Yeah, we're okay.
And this SCV right now is calling the manager, saying this Reaper needs to be fired for not doing his job.
So,
oh man,
the Reaper will come in and probably see the 2 stalkers, and or the stalkers are just gonna chill here. Never mind. Because as soon as you see these 2 stalkers, you should know. Oh God, I need that bunker down right fucking now, right?
yes.
Here comes the probe.
So he did lose an SCV to the probe.
Yeah.
Looks like the Reaper is going to scout the 2 stalkers. Will he get out? No,
Nope.
he won't. That's a really big deal because
Why'd that jump downwards to the left instead of whatever? Okay.
the ramps on these maps are really weird.
Yeah.
Like that. Oh, there's actually a 3rd gateway coming down with a robo. Looks like Honor has no intention of playing for a base here. He's got a probe idle behind the mineral line too.
So are you saying Honor has no honor?
That's exactly what I'm saying, but it's okay because Nano doesn't have a bunker. So
And he's taking expansion anyway.
last time I checked, 2 stalkers beat 2 Marines.
It's a Widow Mine though. Can he burrow?
All right, so that should stir off Honor for now, but this should set off an alarm bell for Nano to throw down a bunker. We'll see if he does
possibly
do that.
Like
So
Nano's...
taking a look here at the worker supply, Nano's actually ahead, which is really bad for the Protoss. You should never be behind.
Yeah.
He's actually throwing down a 4th gateway. Jesus.
Like the orbital is already done at the natural, and the Nexus is halfway finished.
I do wish Nano would have burned a scan here to see what the Protoss was doing because he knew the Nexus was late.
Yeah,
so,
for sure.
And you know, whenever you lose that Reaper, unfortunately, that is basically the only way you're going to scout without a scan.
So with this robo facility, Honor is making an Immortal and an Observer. So I guess he's going for the... I don't know what he's doing, actually. I'm confused.
He could be just trying to play super safe.
Yeah.
Like, he is supply blocked a little bit right now, which not rallying this Immortal might actually smack these Widow Mines before they burrow. Yeah, he doesn't have rally points on any of his gateways right now, which might actually pay off. Let's see if he turns this Observer around. Okay, the Observer is not turning around. Oh boy. Don't burrow them in the same spot. Oh, he burrowed them in the same spot.
And these Widow Mines, oh, they...
Unfortunately, that wasn't as good as it could have been.
Yeah.
But he did get 3 and he got out for free, so that's not too bad. And he also does scout all these gateways.
Yep.
So unfortunately, Honor did just trap one of his stalkers. But
oh, that's
one thing Bolt will say is with this mine drop, as long as you don't lose the medevac in the mines, even if you don't get any kills, as long as you scout what he's doing, you're fine. While he didn't see the robo, seeing these 4 gateways should say,
something's up. No, he
right.
saw the robo. If you look at his
And
vision, somehow he saw the robo.
Nano still hasn't made a bunker, so
Nano's got a siege tank. He doesn't care.
The only thing that's interesting here is where Honor is going to attack. Looking at Nano's vision here, he has vision of his whole base minus this little corner right here between the natural and the main. There's a little bit of a shadow to the left of his factory.
Oh, yeah.
But aside from that, as long as he responds on time, this really shouldn't get a lot done because you can pull SCVs and handle stalkers and an immortal.
Yeah. I mean,
oh man, I feel like Stem's kind of late because Stem is only just now starting, so that might make this hold a little bit more tedious.
Yeah, but I mean, what is he holding? There's no army for Honor. He's got 1 immortal, 4 stalkers, and a couple.
So
of
right here, he actually probably should just pull these SCVs into the fight, and he needs to focus down the Swart Prism. Focus down the Prism.
Oh, there goes.
Oh, he missed the immortal.
Yeah. Oh my god, that War Prism's gonna get out with 3 HP. The immortal does die though.
That Warp Prism's gonna have to stay off the front lines for the rest of this game though. Nano actually held that extremely well.
He's gonna have PTSD.
I think he lost like 2 SCVs and that's it. Because he's only lost 3 total.
He lost
1 in the beginning. Ooh, and it looks like the Widow Mine did just take a shot on those adepts.
Yeah, I don't think it didn't kill anything besides take the shield off the adepts.
So we do have a Robo Bay down for the Protoss, but the only question is, what's he going to use it for? He's kind of broke, so Colossus is his choice, but that's kind of surprising with how much money he doesn't have right now.
I mean, he's on 27 workers right now, 2 bases.
The thing that's really bothering me is that he doesn't have the gases on his natural.
Yeah, in order to get that production up, he does need those gases. But Nano looks like
Nano has his 3rd CC already done and turned into an orbital, so he's in a fantastic position in this game.
Yeah, Nano's smelling blood too now. He's coming across the map for his pretty big push of 2 siege tanks and a bunch of marines, 3 medevacs. This looks like it's gonna be hard to hold with all that money committed to this Colossus tech, which is gonna have 1 out maybe. Without.
Yeah, and Stim just now finished up with this attack, so as long as he gets this tank in a decent position. Oh man, and he's got a 2nd one too.
I hate
There's
that
only
spot.
1 pylon up here.
I absolutely hate that spot.
Protoss is in a lot of trouble. He doesn't have any form of upgrades.
Oh, well, does he have thermal lance? He does, right?
Or no, he does not.
Oh god,
this Colossus.
He's Colossus.
Very dangerous dance.
The Colossus was dancing a little bit there. He didn't know what to do.
The floor is lava, and the lava are tanks.
Yep. And now these 2 Liberators are going to come up here and even choke the Protoss out even more. Yeah, this is looking rough here for Honor, pulling the boys to try and break a siege tank line may be tough.
Yeah, I was about to say normally I understand, but this is a tank line.
Yep. Well, the Marines are clumped as hell, and the Colossus is doing a lot of damage to him.
The Colossus and the Adepts. The thing is, all of those probes quite literally evaporated.
Yeah.
He's down to 2 probes left, both of which are on the front line, so he's not mining at all. He does have a pretty healthy bank. Unfortunately, this is probably going to be the last army he gets minus 1 more warp in. So these 2 libs are just kind of chilling out here on the ramp.
He's gotta win with this. Honor, that is. But
and looks like
quite
Nano did not forget the macro back at home, so he should be all right.
Yeah.
Unless Colossus are completely broken, but I don't think that's the case.
Wait, does he have?
Oh god, the medevacs.
No, he doesn't.
No, he does not.
What is that?
Oh god, medevacs just completely chilling. They're converting to Protoss.
The medevacs are scouting medevacs now. This Colossus is still getting damage out. Nano not actually quite.
Colossus actually has 11 kills.
I don't think it's getting the
Protoss hasn't be wrestled. He doesn't have any hotkeys.
None. Oof.
He's only got the Nexus on a hotkey. Let's check Nano's before I... Okay, Nano's got some hotkeys.
How do you do it on the game hard? Is this Control G? No.
I have no idea. I just have the default replay
I got it up in the first game by accident. I don't even know how I did it. Whatever.
Which Nano's securing his 4th base as well. His +2's on the way. His +1 armor is on the way. It looks like Hunter just lost a Stalker, unfortunately going for the Liberator.
Yep.
And this should be the last push here.
Yeah, and there's a GG. That one Colossus had to make magic happen, didn't quite get the magic.
Looks like Nano's just kind of chilling in the game.
Yeah.
I was hoping he would be like me and go slaughter all the Protoss stuff, but we can't all be sadists.
Yeah, of course. Alright, so next up we have xTotalHavok versus Ragnon? I wanted to say Rangoon, but like that's a food, right? That's not what I wanted to say. So 2-1 for all inspiration. Let's update. Let's give Nano that W. Alright, so next map is going to be on Cactus Valley in a TVP once again, so I have nothing to say.
Well, either way, whoever wins, the other player is not going to be very happy because chances are if the Protoss wins, it's in the depth all in. If the Terran wins, well, it could be a mine drop. It could be a 1-1-1 push.
I think I feel like Cactus Valley is one of those weird maps where it looks in theory to be completely wide open, but every engagement happens in the choke, right? Like nobody fights in the middle of the map.
Back in Heart of the Swarm, I played against the Walrus on this map, and I was doing my standard Protoss things, you know, sit on my ass, get 6 Colossus A move. Well,
Yeah.
I went to move out of my natural, and there were 4 tanks, like a bajillion Widow Mines, and Ravens sitting right outside my natural, so none of my units could get out. My Colossus could walk around, but I mean, if I walk those around by themselves, they're just going to die anyway. So I had all sorts of stuff just sitting outside my natural, and there was nothing I could do about it because I was stupid.
Fun. All right.
That was the day I learned to veto this map.
Yeah, I don't know. This map, in theory, feels like it should be good for Zerg, but I don't know.
I feel like it's only good in cross spawns.
Yeah. All right. In the bottom right-hand corner, playing for Team Lost in Translation, the yellow Terran, it is Ragnon.
And in the top left, he is the blue Protoss player for All In. He is xTotalHavok.
And we got cross spawns.
Gotta say, Havok's probably one of my favorite players right now, so I got my money on him for
sure.
sure.
Money on Havok? Well, why is he your favorite player right now?
Because he never believes in himself, but he wins anyway.
That's all it takes for you to get your favor. I don't believe he'll ever win.
And because he actually listens to me.
Oh, okay.
Like, he's one of the few people that if he asks for advice, he'll actually try it out before he says anything.
No, that's fucking stupid. I tried that already.
Well,
sounds like
you're not wrong. It's a bad idea, but it's the only idea. So.
All right.
It's kind of like the whole ideology of all of us were 2-1-1ing, even though we knew the Zergs knew how to hold it, but that's because that was the only thing we could really do that gave us a chance.
Yeah, pretty much. Hey, you got cars now.
Yeah, but like, I just can't get myself to do it, you know? Like, and I know that's a personal preference. Like, if there's a winning strategy and you just don't do it, that's on you. But like, that's not how I like to play the game, so I'm not going to do it to myself.
What's more terrifying now is you go like a weird Hellion opening, or like you go cars into bio and it always freaks Zergs out because you assume it's mech, and you're stuck with like a bunch of retired.
First scout here.
Yep.
They both scouted pretty much the same way, just the opposite way.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense.
Yep. But Havok was a little bit earlier, but I mean, not gonna see too much.
Yeah.
Nothing crazy.
At least he's gonna figure out that the Terran's not doing anything too stupid.
Yep. He's gonna see the command center. And he's probably just go home and be satisfied with the fact that it's a cross-spawn macro game.
Because believe it or not, as a Protoss player, if you scout a Terran's base and you see 2 gases, it's essentially the same feeling you get as whenever you scout it the other way around.
Yeah.
Terran and Protoss have so many openings now.
Yeah.
He actually does opt to get a Zealot here. That's kind of interesting. That's something that I don't think a lot of people have done since Heart of the Swarm.
I haven't seen an opening Zealot in so long. I guess it's I don't know.
Like, I know some people do it against engineering bays, but even then, a lot of people just get the Stalker because it's essentially, by the time they put the engineering bay down, the Stalker will be coming out. But I guess that also does depend on your player preference. Is he pylon rushing?
Is there a
Or is
probe
this
coming
just
out?
a misrally? Is he Zealot Stalker Mothership Core rushing? He's gonna make me so happy if he
That
pulls this
sounds
off.
like a pylon rush, because I've seen Luneth do this a lot, actually.
Well, the thing is, he doesn't have a probe anywhere that I see.
Yeah.
So this is reminding me of Heart of the Swarm back whenever we first came out, and everyone's like, "Oh, Mothership Core, let's go."
That is also true. Yeah, I mean this is I've seen Luneth do this, but Luneth does have a probe with this and makes 2 pylons. So we'll see. There's no bunker down yet, so this is Zealot, Stalker, and the Motion Core. It's gonna do some work.
All right, so this is gonna force the natural to go away. One of the funny things about this is sometimes Terran players will be kind of greedy and just leave the command center there. And if the Protoss does, he just attacked his own Stalker. But if the Protoss does it right, you can actually have the photon overcharges kill the command center if the Terran gets too greedy.
Oh yeah, for sure. Well,
That's probably one of the most infuriating things.
Those Marines, I don't think fired a single shot. They were just running for their lives. This is doing a lot of damage now too.
For sure. And this is honestly doesn't have an end in sight. As you can see, just Marines on the production tab, no Widow Mines yet. The Widow Mines are really kind of what initially will stop this attack, but it does not look like that's going to be the option here. If Havok would have had more Stalkers rallied with this would actually probably be a game-ending amount of damage.
Oh my god, these Marines are still rallied out, doing nothing. Oh, this is...
Losing the supply depots is actually going to be huge because Ragnon appears to play kind of like I do, where you'll just kind of forget that you're going to be losing depots, and it really makes it hard-pressed.
Yeah.
Because these are typically the first 2 depots you have will be the only ones you have for a while, and then the command center will help you. So you can't supply drop them because then you're just going to lose the supply drop.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's all kind of a struggle. Havok is using this little corner created here. And I gotta say, looks like Havok's been working with Exiled, but we'll say it's okay for now.
Yeah. But yeah, this early pressure was executed really well by Havok. I mean, the defense wasn't great, but like this really definitely caught Ragnon off guard.
Coming
was not
out.
prepared for
Oh
it.
man, he's gonna lose his barracks.
He's gonna open it, let him out. I was gonna say, leave the barracks down there so you can trap him.
All right, so from here he should just focus down this depot and then leave.
Nope, SCVs. Mule?
There's only one SCV though.
Get the mule.
Oh, there is a mule over there.
Fresh mule. Yeah, it's get the mule and bail. Oh, actually, he brought another stalker. Yeah, so I think now he's overstayed his welcome.
He should either recall, time warp, or something. He's got to use the energy. Just use. Oh.
Nope.
And there's a pylon queued up outside the natural.
That is a bold pylon now. It's a...
Well, that Reaper did go down, so that's kind of nice. While it's not the biggest of deals, you don't have to worry about that anymore. And the Terran actually has not been mining any gas this whole time, so that could be a little bit of a problem here in the future.
Also, supply blocked again. No supply depots in sight. So yeah, this is...
I can definitely say I've been on the giving and receiving end of these pylon rushes many of times.
Yeah.
And I can honestly say it is not fun.
Yeah. It looks tough to hold.
So the only thing that can really cost Havok this game here is if he tries to bust the front. If he tries to bust the front, I fear he will have
there's 2
a strong chance of losing. From here, he should just get a Twilight Council and then keep macroing up.
It does look like he's gonna try to bust the front though.
Enough. I don't know.
Yeah, these 2 sea chains are gonna be tough to break.
This really depends on the Terran here. Like if he put down a couple more bunkers and stuff, like if he lets these adepts all in and everything, he's gonna have some issues here.
Yeah,
I don't know. At this point,
oh,
it's too much. He didn't wall off. He needed to wall off immediately.
Yeah, because once the depths got on top of the siege tanks, it just spelled disaster, I think. This is...
Oh man, Ragnon's also investing in turrets. He thinks the Oracle follow-up is what's coming.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's
either that or he's preparing for the Warp Prism. Either way, unfortunately, that is not what Havok is doing here.
I like that bunker attached to the reactor. I like it.
I mean, it'll make the Marine shoot twice as fast, right?
Yeah, exactly.
That would be sick.
It's just like an endless supply of stim that you just keep using.
That would be kind of scary. And the Mothership Core over here putting in work on this SCV, or the Supply Depot, rather.
Where's the Mothership Core? Wait, where was the
Mothership Core? Is right to the top left of the main. It was waiting on this depot for a while.
Nice.
Let's see, the Mothership Core does 8 damage, and the Supply Depot is missing a little over 120 health. So.
Yeah, he's been on that for a while.
Yeah. Well, that was a pretty well executed game out of Havoc.
Yeah.
I just think he didn't realize he lost the probe.
Yeah. I think there was supposed to be a probe with that for the pylon rush, but he made it work. He made it work. All right, let's see. Next up, who do we got? We got Lumiya versus Riam. What map is this? Palladino Terminal. So this is... I don't know why a Zerg would agree to play on this map, like especially against a Terran. So Lumiya as a Terran, Riam a Zerg. Let's see how this goes. I feel like this map is the prime 3-Rack Reaper map. Prime.
Yeah. The only thing I can add to that though is I think Lumiya is like the poster boy for macro. I think he's literally probably got he's probably the best diamond macro player that there is.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, as good as he is at macro, he's about my level of splitting. So you know, banelings are the bane of our existence, quite literally.
Yeah, I mean, I remember watching he was playing against Ultralisk, and like Lumiya would have so much stuff, and then he'll even it out by losing a bunch of stuff to a baneling. I'm like, oh no. Like, he'd be way ahead of a macro, and then just, like, one baneling hit and just wrecks him. Alright, so, in the top left-hand corner of Palladino Terminal, it is the Green Terran Lumiya.
And in the bottom right, we have the purple Zerg. He is Riam.
Let's see, I mean, I have this map vetoed, but I almost think that I would not even go hash first on this map. Just because of the possibility of it. But I don't know, maybe Riam knows more about Lumiya than we give him credit for, and he knows that he's not going to 3-Rack Reaper him.
I don't know. I was playing this map yesterday, and when my first Reaper showed up, it got met by 3 Ravagers, and it just died right away, and I was thinking about just leaving the game, and I somehow won.
Yeah, you could beat Ravagers with Reapers. It's definitely possible. It's happened.
That guy was just a champ at eating grenades. Like, I swear, he was, I don't know, you know how in Left 4 Dead, whenever you throw the pipe bombs, the red little ticking light just attracts all the zombies?
Yeah, of course.
I think his Ravagers were just like, oh, shiny, and just jumping on top of the fucking grenades, dude. I don't know.
It's like, yeah. It's like a little nuke symbol, and the nuke comes down, and you're like, oh,
yeah.
Red dot.
I think that's probably one of the most panicked moments of StarCraft is hearing tactical nuke launch, and you're just checking all your base, like, all right, where is it?
I like almost forgot about nukes until I played a game recently. Like, holy crap, this guy's actually trying to nuke me. And I had to like scan everywhere. Like, where the fuck? Where is this thing? But yeah.
I think that was probably one of the funniest interviews Idra ever did. He was talking about how he plays on stream. He never uses game sound, and I think it was Hearthstone had to pause the game because the game sound was out, and he's like, well, in my opinion, while I guess it could be annoying if you consider yourself a pro gamer, you should have enough map awareness to where you don't need sound. Because I mean, like personally, when I play on my stream, I play without sound and I just listen to music. Then the first fucker nukes me, I end the game, and then I turn my game sound back on. It's just like, yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, that's also probably why I suck at ladder, because I always play music. I have now turned my music down way much less when I ladder, because like it's a horrible feeling when you're getting attacked somewhere and you don't hear it, and you just look back at your base and everything's dead. It's like, oh, there was a drop.
Dude, I got baited so hard by this Protoss last night. Like, he just walked 2 stalkers into my natural, and I heard workers under attack. So, I thought it was those, and I killed it, and I was like, God, this guy's bad. He didn't even micro that. I looked back, there was an Oracle murdering my bait.
Everything, yeah.
And it didn't even tell me because it already pinged me for the other ones.
Yep.
And I was just like, yep, sounds about right.
So, Riam made a lot of lings here, actually, for this defense. But what it looks like is he is going for a pretty... He's going for a pretty quick overload speed, so maybe a drop type play, possibly? Not sure yet.
I don't know. This is kind of the way you see Dark play. Like, obviously, I don't know the exact timings or anything like that, but I do know he gets the Overlord speed this early because you'll never get anything past Dark. He always knows what you're doing.
Yeah. That's a good point. Yeah, there's no Evo chamber or anything, so probably just scouting.
I'm kind of curious about this build out of Lumiya. He's a little bit scared of an attack, I would assume, because his command center was on the high ground, which is understandable considering there are 2 openings to your natural on this map. There's no starport down yet, so if he's doing the 2-1-1, the starport's relatively late.
It's coming up now. It is a little late, but it's coming up now.
This poor command center.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, this command center is scared away by about 6 lings. There's definitely enough Marines here to go shoo him away, but no, there we go. Now he's coming down.
I still think one of the coolest mechanics would be to just let command centers land on
Crush
Zerglings.
Yeah. That'd be terrifying.
Like, even if it was just, if the command center was already landing, it would just smash them.
It's poor Ling.
Alright, so it looks like Lumiya has actually kept his Reaper alive, so he's a little bit better about that than I am, because, well, I don't believe in letting my Reaper live past the 2 minute mark, I guess.
Do you play assuming that Reaper is dead every time? It's like, okay, he's like, I've done enough. Go suicide in.
No, I just get too greedy. I pulled a Maru the other day. I was proxy raxing some Protoss, and I got my first Reaper surrounded by probes. Like, it was so depressing because I did it to myself. Like, I threw a grenade, and it bounced them all perfectly around the Reaper, and I couldn't get out.
That's a great feeling when that happens. Like, hey, I got us around. For the Zerg player, not for you. But
yeah. It's alright, I understand. I've played the other races. I know how annoying those little bastards are.
The Reapers tilt me like more than any unit sometimes, just because they always get away. I swear to God, they're so slippery. It's like there's so yesterday, this is kind of a tangent, but yesterday, did you hear about the cow that was on the loose in New York City?
Yes, I saw that.
I was watching him, and he was just
slipping. I thought it was a joke.
He was slipping, like there was 2 cars trying to pin him into a fence. He just slipped through. I'm like, oh my God, that cow plays Terran. He's just slipping away. I'm like, oh my, this dude has got some micro. Just can't surround that Reaper. Alright, so here goes a double drop.
Oh God, this isn't going to end well. There are way too many lanes after this.
Oh, and the Queens are here. Queens. Yep. So this is the normal Zerg response. Make a shit ton of Lings and defend with Queens, so the 2-on-1 doesn't quite work anymore.
And then make drones.
Yep.
Even though, this is what amazes me though. He holds us off perfectly fine, no issues, 1,000 minerals.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck, Blizzard?
Yep. It's because he's, I don't know. I was gonna try to figure something out, but there's nothing I can say to this.
This is one of the most depressing moments, because I bet you Lumiya is waiting for a scan. Because anytime you're just sitting on creep and you really wish you had a scan, and you just don't. Oh, that poor Reaper. Oh, he had dreams.
He had dreams of killing some creep. There's a lot of leads coming out. At least there's a wall. Okay, there's a full wall off. I was gonna say, he hit the wall,
no
right?
Bane nest. Okay, actually there is a Bane nest, there's just no Banelings.
Yeah.
So seeing that there's no third here should be a pretty good sign for the Zerg player. Lumiya is pretty afraid here. He's throwing down a second bunker just in case.
Yeah, I mean, when you see that many Lings, it's pretty terrifying.
Yeah, it's definitely reasonable.
Especially when half your army's out.
Supply block.
Middle of the map. Oh, that's a pretty big supply block.
Lucky for him, the command center does finish up. But he's also got 3 depots on the way now. God, this train.
It's okay. We don't even hear the train actually.
All right, that's good. All right, so all of these Marines actually gonna pick off these Queens. No transfuse.
No,
I thought these were gonna walk up and get swatted away, but I guess not.
The Queens are angry. They're killing off Lings now too.
I think my favorite part is whenever a Zerg kills its own spawning pool. I think that's the best feeling.
So wait, the spawning pool? I've attacked hatcheries, but I've never, like when you try to eject with a queen and I attack the hatchery by accident. I've done that multiple times. I don't think I've killed a spawning pool though.
It's not a common occurrence, but it happens. All right, so it looks like Lumiya's sitting on a triple drop.
Yep.
These Queens are getting kind of far off creep. If they're not careful, they might get a little too far away. This lair is actually down to the 3rd. This is kind of
it's a bold place for the lair.
But I see people do this against me all the time, and I never understand it because I always kill it.
So Lumiya's gonna try to. Lumiya's gonna try to test the multitasking of Riam here. It's pretty big. It's a big drop in the mains. I can clear it up for a while. He's gonna bring everything back to defend. And
oh my God! He just took a big Widow Mine hit thanks to that stupid Zerg cocoon. Why do Widow Mines go off on those? They can't even kill them.
That's a good point. Alright, so I think Riam's able to split away, but the problem is there are no Banelings. And
the Queens are going to town on those other drops.
That was a meat grinder. I don't know how many Lings just went down in the main, but that was a lot of Lings that went down for like no Marines.
So Lumiya does pick off the spawning pool, which is pretty big, but on top of that, he did unfortunately lose the other 2 medevacs. Oh man, purple Banelings on creep, that's not fair. You can't see that.
Can't see it.
Holy sh... What is this?
What's your color intensity at? Because like certain color intensity, the Banelings are the color of the right? I don't remember.
They are the color of creep on,
Okay.
on mine.
Because mine are actually still green. So yeah, they're still hard to see. But yeah, so I think Lumiya's done quite a bit of damage there. How many lings went down that? Like
I don't know, but he's got 4 more medevacs moving out to the right side.
oh, another quadra drop. Yeah, this Lyra's gonna go down. There's only 3 queens here. They do have transfuses, but
There's a few widow mines as well. This should help him for when the lings all show up. Those poor drones.
oh yeah, especially catching a Riam in the attempt
He
to
actually
make
hasn't
it.
stemmed yet. Okay, so there's the first stem. I would actually like to see him just focus down this layer. Pretty decent splits right there. More Banelings are finishing up. Bane speed just finished up as well. He needs to pick up and get out.
Nope. And the Lyra stays up. Unfortunate. I think there's actually more mines in that drop than I initially thought there were.
Yeah, I actually don't think Lumiya stemmed a lot of those units.
Yeah.
And he's got a huge army stuck in his main.
But, one thing about Lumiya though, which is nice, is even though he's losing these drops, he's maintaining the medevacs because there weren't mutas out in time, and there's only like this handful of 5 or so mutas out, so like these medevacs are gonna stay alive for the entire game. And that's
oh man,
really annoying.
Lumiya doesn't have any turrets though. He's also got full energy on all of his orbitals. So here in about 30 seconds, if he decides to use that,
the mule hammer can be dropped.
yes, yes it can.
These mutas are actually getting a lot more damage done than I expected. Of just like 5 of them running around. I mean, obviously with no anti-air anywhere, they're gonna have full free reign, but.
Alright, so it looks like Riam has reset up his tech. 1-1 did eventually finish for him. There are no upgrades as far as that goes for Lumiya. He did weaken his lair pretty bad. I'd like to see him send out 2 drops to the main, 2 drops to the natural, 2 drops to the third, and just, see what he can get where, focusing on the lair, preferably. But
yeah,
we'll
with
see
this
what he
muta
opts to
count,
do here.
like the muta count isn't high enough that you could just instantly pick off drops, and also they're way out of position right now. So any kind of drop play by Lumiya is gonna be pretty tough to deal with, I think. Still,
I think this is probably the only way Lumiya could actually lose the game is if he tries to take a head-on fight.
you think? But where's his army?
He's actually got 2 Widow Mines in the main still. It looks like this 4th base area is going to go down relatively fast.
Yeah.
Marines do a lot of damage, boys.
Where's the Banelings for Riam? I just feel like he hasn't had, like...
Oh man, Doom drop into the main. These Overlords are going down in this macro hatch as well.
Yeah.
The mutas are fighting Marines, no backup.
Like, what I've noticed about this game is I feel like Riam's always had the numbers to deal with stuff, but he just didn't have the Banelings. He had all... Ouch. He had, his entire army was always Ling, so, like, he didn't have the Banelings more of the time to deal with the clumps of Marines when they came out.
And that is going to be GG for Riam. While I don't think he had a tap out quite yet, it definitely was not looking good for him.
Yeah, it was getting dire. So there it is, 4-1, I believe, for all in. So that technically means we win this week. But hey, map score counts. So we're gonna keep casting. Next game is me versus Lemmons.
Oh man, our ace player's coming up next.
Yeah, it's a shitty fucking player. You could cast this mostly. I'll say small.
Is it a ZVZ?
I legitimately don't remember what happened in this game. I think
is
it was
it
just
a
a
ZVZ?
standard. It was a
Answer
ZVZ.
my question. Oh my god.
Of course, it's honor grounds. It's always gonna be a ZVZ. Alright. So congratulations, guys. 4-1, we win. Yay. All right, so let's go into it. I guess I can preface this game with the fact that I thought whenever I play a 4-player map ZVZ, I assume he's gonna 13-12 me. Just because.
Probably a safe bet.
Yeah.
I mean, I almost beat Picker 13-12ing him 3 games in a row.
Did he hatch first?
Only once. The other 2 games he didn't.
I was gonna say.
I beat him in one game, and then in the other game I should have beat him, but then I ate a Baneling hit, as usual.
Yeah. Alright, so in the top right-hand corner, scrubby player playing the Red Zerg. Oh, it's Boo.
And in the bottom left, it is his yellow adversary. He is Lemmons.
That's racist. I just
You
realized
know,
Lemon picked yellow.
I was about to say, if he didn't pick yellow, I'd actually be slightly disappointed. Which
I
makes it
didn't
not
realize
racist
that when I played it.
because it's a lemon.
Yeah. I didn't realize that. I feel like I should have known. That train I heard. That one was loud.
Yeah, I don't know why they're different. I'm gonna mute my mic for a second.
Go for it. Alright, so okay, so I did go gas pool in this game because I was terrified of something happening, playing it safe. I think it was 17 gas, 17 pool, and then 17 hatchery, I think. I don't know. And Lemmons did the exact same thing. So I think we mirrored builds here for at least the first bit of this game. Did I drone scout? I don't think I drone scouted. Did not. His hatchery goes down a little bit faster than mine, I think. Maybe. Maybe. Nope. Nope, my hatchery's down faster. Suck it. So yeah, basically just safe play. We both don't know it's cross spawns. So yeah. I don't know. Cross spawns on this map is can get chaotic. There's a lot of attack paths on this map. The biggest thing about this map that pisses me off is these stupid fucking bushes. The amount of
So as a third player in ZVZ, how nerve-wracking is it when you don't scout the Overlord with it first?
Terrifying, but not so much in this game because I went for a gas pool. Still scary, but not that scary.
Understandable. You know, one of my favorite things about this map, though, is you can put Widow Mines on the corner bushes, and people a lot of the time won't even see the laser coming out until their units are dead.
Yeah, I've died to that. Just straight up.
I know you like to fight into those bushes. It's my favorite part. I'm pretty sure I beat an army of yours that was double my supply because you kept trying to go into the bush.
If only I had flying units that could see things. Oh well. And also double the supply. So actually, I didn't see these lings at all. That one's in the bottom right-hand corner. I think they come in and actually get damage. I don't really remember. Because I remember going in and they're like, what the fuck? There's nothing here. Where are the lings? Not even a baleen nest or anything. Like, I'm not sure if like these 6 lings are actually like a set build by him to do damage to me, or safety lings that he decided to throw across. I don't know.
It's probably a little bit of a safety/scout thing, which your 2 lings getting that many drones is actually kind of...
I was gonna say, because there was no lings at home. Like, all right, let me just try to kill some lings here. And I wind up getting like 3 or 4, right?
You got 3 so far.
Got 3, yeah.
Unfortunately, queens are pretty good.
Yeah,
so
queens are pretty good at stocking it.
You do have a bit of an earlier third base as well.
Yeah, I've been really favoring the like early third base and make a whole bunch of swell lings to defend it.
Okay, cancel goes down.
Because I didn't see these lings. I was like, wait, where did these lings come from? A little terrifying.
Pull the drones. Pull the boys. It's too late.
The boys will pull too late, but he does lose the lings. So I lose the queen, and the third gets canceled. So. Well, what's scary about this in ZVZ is you don't know how much pressure is coming because I have no scouting across the map. So you just have to make a whole shit ton of lings.
Well, that's kind of one of the good things about this map, because even though you Zerg players are greedy and you don't do it, you can just put a ling on each of these watchtowers and be pretty good.
Yeah, like if you have their watchtower, it's like...
You can literally watch their third without any effort.
Yep. So I go here, check the third base, and I see there's no third base, so I'm like, oh shit, what does he have?
So have pretty much people gone away from the upgraded ling style? Because I know that was giving you a lot of issues.
I haven't seen it as much, but it's still a thing, I think.
I wonder why. Because, I mean, in my opinion, that would be... Oh, my God.
Yep, and that basically ends the game. No, I don't know.
Let's see. I don't know. He lost a lot of lings there. Oh, God.
Yeah.
Ling control by me right here as well.
There was a good, let's target down this one baneling with like 6 lings. Yep, and you got up here because...
Unfortunately, whenever your mineral line is getting ravaged, you definitely don't want to be making 4 overlords. That kind of stings a little bit.
What's a really scary part about ZVD is when you're trying to get to the roach transition, and the other person doesn't really get the memo of, hey, we're going to roaches now, and continues to make lings, and that's what I
Yeah. That's where I always die.
Yeah, it's a very scary spot. I think what's a scary spot is the roach transition when you're making the roach transition, and the lurker transition, at least to me.
Lurkers are retarded. I hate that unit so much.
They're a little silly.
Oh, you didn't run one of them. There's so many drones right there with like no health.
I know. But I think from this point out, I realized how much damage I got done. So I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna make roaches and chill.
Roaches and chill.
Roaches and chill. Exactly. So I know I've ravaged. You said like I was ravaging the natural, so like, all right, I'm fine. I'm probably up like double workers, and I'm up double workers, and I'm at third base. So basically try not to throw. That's it.
I love how you just keep getting these lings in here and making banelings. Like, I honestly don't even know if it's worth it, but like you keep hitting so many that maybe it is.
Does this one get one? I don't even know this one gets it. Did I like forget to set this one in? I might have forgot this baneling forever. There's a chance.
These drones are all really strong now.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see. He's got 2 queens here at the main. He's got 1 at the natural. You've got a third base going. You're pretty much in a extremely favored position.
Yep. Basically, I'm waiting for my +1 and roach speed to finish. That's all.
Roaches are so huge with that skin.
They're the same size. They just look kind of weird.
No, those things look like ultralisks almost.
Sure.
Oh, that poor baneling.
So I see the roaches come in. I'm like, hey, I've got way more shit than you. Let me kill you. And then I walk over and kill him.
Yeah, that's another thing that's always thrown me off since I don't play a lot of Zerg. I can never tell how many lings is enough to really turn the tides of battle.
It's true.
Because like sometimes it's like, hey, I've got double your number of roaches, and it's like, hey, I've got 40 lings though, so it doesn't matter.
What's big about it is if the roaches had the +1 upgrade on the lings, because then you take 2 shots to kill a ling, which if you're taking 3 shots to kill lings are worth a lot more because it's how slow a roach fires. You're wasting 33% of your shots.
Yeah.
So like the tankability of lings in a roach fight changes dramatically.
Depending do roaches overkill?
Actually, I think so. I don't know.
Because I feel like that would be really bad too.
Yeah, I do push up this ramp with a complete anti-timer before my +1 finishes, so I kind of walk away. But he comes out to fight, so I have to fight.
Big Black Hat Clan.
Yep. Timings? Who has timings?
Our timings are two gates in your base, 3 Raxes in your main. The standard stuff.
And +1 finishes now.
So
I like how I go for the drones anyway because fuck it, more. And I weaken everything.
It's official. This baneling literally just chilled here for the rest of time.
I literally forgot about it forever.
Man, he has such a dream shot too. There's like at least 6 drones he'd be able to get with just 1 hit.
I know, right? He could be an MVP right now, but nope. And then what's messed up here is the fact that like I know I have a bigger army than him, but I just couldn't figure out that ramp for the longest time. I'm like, oh, that ramp's hard to engage up.
That, and I feel like the overlords are in a really good position to mess with you as far as seeing numbers.
So I kind of just chill. I'm like, all right, you know what? Let's just deny the third base even longer. This baneling is actually now triggering me. God damn it. Whatever.
Dude, I doubt this baneling's triggering you as much as that warp prism I forgot in that game versus Riser where I had 40 kills on an Oracle.
Yeah. That was
true. Pretty triggering.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, banelings are pretty big, but for getting a whole warp prism,
Hey, a lot of things are happening in a game of StarCraft.
Yeah, like getting 40 worker kills and still losing the fucking game. Jesus Christ. Like, there are people that are bad at this game, and then there's me. It's just like...
And I attack into the concave because besides now's the time I want to actually fight.
But you've got Ravagers, so I mean you automatically win.
Yep. And this should be it, as the supplies have been double for the last like 5 minutes and I didn't win the game yet.
And this baneling's still just chilling back here like, nope. Y'all think I'm gonna go in there and kill myself? No thanks.
No, the game's already over. You don't need me to kill you anymore. It's. And there it is. The GG is called. Boo! It takes the victory.
Now, if only he would stop smurfing around and get into Masters so he could play with the real
Do you know
players.
do you know my MMRs right now?
No, I don't.
Actually, what is my MMR? It's in Diamond 2.
Do you know what your MMR is right now?
4470. 4447.
Oh man, you're losing the race super hard.
Yeah.
Are you even in the race at this point?
I'm not even in the race right now.
Like we're lapping you at this point.
You are lapping me. So like, I just need someone to like trick me, like hypnotize me to think that all of my ladder games are super important and I take them seriously instead of me dicking around and like playing tired. So yeah. So yeah, that brings all into 5-1 with Techfour's walkover. So we're gonna go into the final set, the master set, Luneth versus Lyra, I believe it is. What's the maps? It's gonna be game 1 of Proxima Station. Alright, so let's take a look. PVT, again, we've got a lot. We had no mirrors this week, right? Oh no, except for the last game. What am I talking about? No mirrors except for
game 2 is Proxima.
What? Why is it labeled game 1?
Game 2 is Proxima. I don't know. Ask him, don't ask me.
Jesus Christ. Fine.
He's a Protoss player. Don't expect him to do things right.
Alright. Well, in that case, leave the thing. Leave the replay lobby.
Okay.
Doing the wrong game. Game 2.
They're labeled backwards then. Alright, fine.
Are they?
Yeah.
They're both terrible, so you might just want to skip them.
Okay. Well, we're gonna go to so, Newkirk was first, right? You're saying?
Look, you should just all leave. It's really bad. I know the fucking cyclones.
Alright, Luneth. Alright, Luneth. I've been relatively tame this whole time, but since you just spoiled it, you're getting my full wrath. So I hope you didn't fuck up too bad. Fucking spoil sport. Won't play me because he's scared and he comes in and spoils the game, so hell no.
Yeah, that's not. We can't have that. Alright.
And he makes me play on high ping. This guy.
What's your ping to US West?
135.
Really? Shit.
Yeah. Which I didn't think it was that bad, but in StarCraft it is.
Yeah. Alright, in the bottom right hand corner, the guy who can't label his replays correctly, all-in's Luneth.
And in the bottom left, a guy who probably did label these replays correctly is the Pinked Baron Lyra.
I actually don't know who submitted these replays, but we'll see.
Well, I mean, you know.
Actually, is it whoever submits the replays where the camera goes to first? Actually? I don't know.
I have no idea.
I should think that's a thing.
Even if I open replays just of mine, it'll sometimes go to the other
really?
guy.
Okay. 'Cause I feel like it always goes to me first. Maybe it's player 1 first. I don't know. Depending on like in the lobby where you are.
Maybe. But like for ladder games, it's just kind of random.
Yeah. Okay, so we already saw TVP on this map. I think it's going to be about the same quality of play as the Platinum set, right?
I mean, in the end, Platinum is just a less shiny color than Diamond and Masters, right?
Yeah. I mean, I think Nano is much better than Luneth, so we'll see what happens.
I mean, probably.
I bet Nano could
play
beat
the
Cyclones.
hardest race in the game, right?
So the scouting workers bump each other, say what's up. Lume's gonna come in, spot what's going on, sees the gas, sees the barracks, sees the mining, does not see his doom coming. Takes it expansion. This looks boring. All I see.
Yep, this is standard TVP right here.
Yep.
Minus the fact that Lyra went Marine instead of Reaper.
Mm-hmm.
This is kind of my problem with playing PvT. Like, if you're not cheesing, you have to play standard because there's no like weird thing that really works extremely well for ladder build purposes anyway.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because like as a Protoss player, if you do that 2-gate thing and then they have a bunker, you're just kind of fucked.
Yeah, that's true. So
There's
Luna's
not
gonna
a whole lot
hide
of
a
micro
probe.
you can do there.
I don't know if this probe's gonna come into play later, but he's hiding a probe at the third base. So we'll see if something sneaky comes out.
Oracles. Oracles.
I would like to see oracles. Like I was saying before, our builds and all in are passed down from Protoss to Protoss, and eventually goes all the way down to like, oh, here comes the double pylon. Probe goes down, the pawns are coming up. So,
but it's okay. One Marine can't handle this.
Yep. I feel like I've watched Luneth do this in so many games now.
Yeah, you know what's funny is this theoretically should never work anymore thanks to the new Cyclone, but it does. Like, just because so many people refuse to make the new Cyclone that like sometimes it still works anyway.
So when Lyra's making this double Cyclone right now, is the correct response?
Yes, because the Cyclones kind of
murder it.
Beat the shit out of pylons. Like it's kind of comical. Like right now with the pylons health being at what it is, these two Cyclones could come out and beat this thing down really quick. Like, just like that. And just like that, the Mothership Core has to leave.
Yeah.
And while they don't kill Adepts very fast, Adepts kill Cyclones even slower.
Wait, how much damage does an Adept take per shot? It looked like, I don't know.
He takes 3 per shot.
Okay, that looked comically slow.
And so basically the only way to win here is to have pylons down at the ramp. But even with that, Luneth has 1 overcharge.
Yeah, this is looking rough.
Yeah.
Oh, he only has 1 overcharge too, and he's like racing the
He also
Cyclones
has
to
no
his base.
units. He has no units on the production tab either.
Oh, he's going for robotics bay? Yeah,
Look at the reactor. It's bullshit.
I mean, yeah, I guess it is bullshit when they're fighting probes, but you know, it's whatever.
No pylons, and everything's dead. Nice try. There is an Immortal 2 Stalkers out.
Damn! That Cyclone never saw it coming. He's got pimp smacked.
Pimp smacked by Immortal. So 10 workers were killed there, and with even workers. Wait, what?
Yeah, that's how it works.
That's
Protoss is ahead. Yeah.
Oh, mules.
But Terran has mules.
Yeah,
so
I was like, wait a second.
As a Protoss, you should always be 5 to 7 workers ahead of your Terran opponent.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Assuming it's not some sort of, you know, all-in.
Yeah, yeah. So, at this point, it actually... I don't know. No, it's pretty bad.
Luneth's in a lot of trouble.
I was just like, it's not that bad, then I realized it's pretty bad.
Terran. I mean, he's got Colossus on the way, but he's not going to have a good enough number of Colossus to where if the Terran starts dropping everywhere, where he can actually defend each spot.
Yeah. Because like he's gonna have like a defense with very few units, right? And if you drop a bunch of spots, it's not gonna be great.
Another thing to note about this map is like looking between the main and the natural while they're right beside each other. Like,
oh god,
it would take forever for a unit to walk across that.
Oh please no! Oh please no!
Goodbye.
Ow! Ow! Oh!
And these units are stranded. That's just like a Protoss player. Riser and Luneth are the same person, I'm convinced. Riser just has a very convincing... He just has a very convincing Australian accent.
Yeah. Wait, so is Riser Luneth or is Luneth Riser? Like, which is the natural?
We've actually seen Riser, so we have to assume that Riser is the real one.
That is true. So, yeah, okay. So Riser can do an Australian accent?
Mm-hmm.
And he plays on US West
and
just to
that also makes sense because, you know, Riser never wants to play me even though he always wins. Luneth never wants to play me either, so, you know.
Yeah.
Dear God, there are so many barracks coming down right now. Lyra smells blood. He has no interest in the third base.
Yeah, he
just wants that Protoss dead.
I killed the War Prism. I killed the drop completely. Killed the Immortal. Killed 10 probes. Let's go murder this fool. And it looks like he's going to try right now. So it's a Cyclone from before.
Yeah, that Cyclone's been repaired a couple times.
Cyclones is like... I guess you could target a Colossus with the Cyclone range, air range thing, right? But it doesn't matter.
Apparently,
so slow,
the new
right?
Cyclone hits the Colossus with both attacks or something like that.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
That's...
I forget what it might have been the old lock-on. I don't exactly remember, but one of them said that Colossus are really weak against Cyclones because they take damage from both of the attacks.
Okay. Interesting.
Like, I know queens do really good against Colossus because they get their anti-air range.
Yeah.
So
Which
basically,
is
queens
funny,
have
which
extended
is kinda
thermal lance
hilarious
as
to me.
well.
Just the idea that queens are good against Colossus is kind of funny to me, but you know.
Well, I mean, let's be real here. What aren't queens good against? I'm gonna go ahead and say Lurkers and Ultralisk are the main two. So
Yeah.
if you're not a Zerg player, you don't really have a counter.
I almost want to
queens.
say Broodlords, but like, wait, they can actually kill Broodlords sometimes.
Yeah, depending on the numbers.
Yeah.
God, Zerg is tilting when you just like when you spitball ideas that shouldn't work but sometimes do. Zerg is like the new Protoss in that sense.
I
Well,
just
this
think
build shouldn't work, but-
the Queen has become the Mothership Core, where it's just like, we need to make sure Zerg doesn't die to everything. Let's make it really, really good. So we'll make the Queen like the catch-all, and it kind of became the catch-all.
And then they didn't make you have a limit.
Yeah, and then you realize that Queens in the late game are better than the catch-all because they keep your entire army alive.
I feel like if they had like a 2 per hatchery or a 1.5 per hatchery rule, it would make things a little bit better, but I don't know.
Games wouldn't look as stupid.
I feel like tweaking things like that, though, are really weird for balance.
Yeah. Like, did you watch the games Grip played against someone? He just had, at the end of his EVP, he just had like 15 queens and broodlords. He had no anti-air. Just like, the other guy had a bunch of void rays and he just didn't care. He was just transfusing broodlords over and over again. Ooh, that third Colossus was kind of like dancing around, didn't get shots off first.
I don't know. Luneth actually took this fight pretty well, though, except for the fact that Adepts don't shoot up.
Yeah, except for the no up thing. Now he's...
The funny part is, he can actually win this game, like, right here.
Yeah, like, there's not much
here. As long
here
as he doesn't shade these Adepts in. Okay, well, he's going there. That's fine. And then here's that thing where Vikings actually murder Stalkers now.
Yeah.
So let's see. Luneth is taking some big losses here, but so is the Terran player.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, there were a lot of Marauders
Those
here.
Marauders did not take any damage. All the SCVs tanked really well.
Behind in upgrades, though.
Yeah.
Because if Luneth would have had even just +1 attack here, it would have been so much different.
Yeah.
Unfortunately for him, he is so far behind on upgrades that these fights are going to look a little bit different than normal. He doesn't even have a forge right now, but I think that's kind of understandable since he's so broke.
Yeah. He's actually switching over, and he's giving up the Colossus play. He's going over to Disruptors.
At this point, I'd have liked to have seen a Dank Shrine at some point, because, I mean...
Went behind.
You might as well.
Might as well try. Yeah. It's not like your upgrades are lining up with anything, because you have no upgrades.
I think if he would have had more Stalkers with that first push, this game would have went a lot better for him, because those Colossus might not have all been murdered.
Because the bio got pretty much shredded by the Adepts and everything. Just the Colossus were like, uh-oh, we can't do anything because the Vikings are still here.
And, of course, Luneth plays just like me and doesn't believe in making observers. Good to know. There's actually not one on the map right now, so this Widow Mine is actually the hero unit of the entire game.
That Widow Mine is... Yeah, that's
oh god, 4 Liberators. Every Protoss just kind of cringed all at the same time. Yep.
And...
I wonder when this game was played, because if this game was played a long time ago, this might have been before the Liberator nerf.
I don't think so. The replay does say current, if that matters.
I have no idea. And Luneth is going to type out here.
Actually, it might have been. This is 3 weeks ago? Might have been.
Yeah, I don't know when that actually went through.
Yeah, it might have been before the nerf. Alright, so Lyra takes game 1, which is labeled game 2, so we're going to go into game 1, which is actually game 2. On Proxima Station. It's a tongue twister, you know. I'm hoping this is a quick game because my room is fucking cooking right now. I need to turn the AC back on.
And Luneth just reminded me that Terran can scan the DTs. Well, of course he can scan the DTs, but I mean, it's better than having an Adept that he's going to hit no matter what.
Yep. Alright, so we're going to go into it. Let's see what Luneth can do here.
That is the question.
Will he die to more Cyclones? Will he call Imba? Find out next time.
Oh man, this guy uses the same picture as Ruff. He never stood a chance to begin with. GG.
I haven't watched Ruff stream in a long time, but does he just like abuse the shit out of Cyclones? Or
I don't know. I'll never watch him play. I just had to play against him once and it was awful.
Yeah.
Because I thought I knew what was happening and I was so wrong.
Alright, in the top right-hand corner of Proxima Station, it is Luneth.
And then in the bottom left, it is the pink Terran who is up 1 game in the series. He is Lyra.
So, what was the last game I watched Luneth play
Guess
on this
first.
map? I watched Luneth actually play. Oh yeah, when Luneth played who was it, Cuddle Bear on this map? Cuddle Bear did like a double proxy on this map, and it looked like it was really good because of all the rocks. He had like a double proxy cyclone, and just murdered the rocks. Just walked into his base.
Oh god.
So I wonder
That's
if
kind of
that's
scary.
yeah, because like Luneth had the pylons at the top of the ramp, right, to protect for
Yeah.
photon overcharge. He just walked around to the back and killed the rocks. So I wonder if like
I've
Lyra
never thought
knows.
about that. Have you seen that Gumiho push that I've always bragged about
Which
being
one?
so good? The one where you skip, you don't even make a Reaper, you just make a reactor on your first barracks. Then you make a Cyclone, or you make a factory. You swap them, you get 2 Cyclones at a time. You have 4 Cyclones and 4 Marines, and you push. And if they're doing the standard Protoss 1 gate, 1 gas, expand, you'll kill them literally every time.
That does sound terrifying. Like, and to me, any early game cyclone sounds terrifying, no matter what race you're playing.
Yeah, like you just push with 4 Cyclones, 4 Marines, 3 SCVs, and then you keep rallying.
Yeah.
It's just really fucking scary. Like on this map, for example, it's kind of hit or miss. Like if they have pylons right on top of this ramp, because of the way the vision works, it can be rough.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if the pylons aren't up there, then you just kind of get free roam in their base, and they're just
Yeah.
kind of screwed. Like that's just all there is to it.
Well, Luneth decides, fuck cyclones. We're gonna proxy something instead. So let's see what he puts down. I'm gonna guess from the positioning, it's gonna be Stargate. My guess.
It's very likely. I mean, proxy Stargate's pretty good against Terran again, since the Cyclone isn't, gonna destroy oracles like it used to. Like, if you have 1 Cyclone hitting an oracle from the time it walks in to the time it dies, your oracle's still gonna get about 10 SCVs, assuming you don't ever mess up.
It's like it's like when Phoenix is walking into a mineral line, there's just 1 spore crawl there, and they're just like, I don't give a shit, and just kill everything. Yeah, just like that. Luneth is now telling me that this is actually game 1 and it was labeled correctly. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. not even gonna worry about that right now. So let's see what Lyra does to respond to this proxy. Do you think he can tell? Like, how much did he scout of Luneth's base? Does he know? Like, oh, there's a probe missing, or like a what you call it, a pylon missing?
By the way, Luneth did it. There's no way to know because he built an extra pylon.
Oh, he did. I didn't see it.
Like, just look at his supply right now. He's got a bunch of extra supply.
Oh,
like, typically, whenever you do this, you'll be kind of supply blocked for a second because you'll typically make the pylon around the time that the cyber core is like a little bit underway. So the pylon finishes with the cyber core.
Yep.
When you do that, it is super obvious that there's a pylon missing.
Yeah. Well, here comes 2 cyclones going across the map, and Luneth has a single adept patrolling the ramp.
I mean, I think we saw how good that worked last time.
Yeah. So the oracles would come in. It's gonna do damage here. There's nothing really to defend. Take out 2, 3, 4, and a mule. I think 5. But the 2 cyclones are here, and Luneth has nothing.
He skipped the mothership core.
Oof.
Oh god.
Oh,
And the
this
gateways
pylon,
are about to get depowered.
Yeah, this is. That looks rough.
This hurts.
Oh, and in this great position that all these probes can't even touch it. So yeah, that looks like
And this is why you don't skip your mothership core, kids.
Warp gate gets finished, and the pylon gets taken out immediately.
And from here, there's pretty much nothing Luneth can do.
Cyclones come back and oracles will come back and realize it has no energy to kill it. Oh wait, no, the other one's here.
Imba.
I don't know if the oracles could kill. Do they have energy to kill both? Maybe?
It's like, so this is what it feels like when a mute is chasing a phoenix.
Yeah. They do have enough energy. So, obviously, Luneth wanted that energy to go into killing probe SCVs, but he had to come back and save his, game. But...
Yeah. Like, the only thing that I've seen that works against the Cyclone pushes are if they go Stargate and they open with Phoenixes. Because you can have 4 or 5 Phoenixes with a couple of Stalkers before the push hits. And then you have photon over. If you're lucky, you can catch them in photon overcharge range with the Phoenix lifts, and then it's not scary at all. Unfortunately, this follow-up push here from Lyra is looking pretty hefty.
Yeah, and all the units that Luneth's warping in is on the other side of the map. So I guess the best case scenario you could have here is a base trade. Maybe.
Yeah, but you never want to base trade a Terran.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, at least he has Void Rays, but you know.
So how much energy these oracles gonna have? These oracles are not gonna have enough energy to kill these marines, right? Or are they?
Even if they had the energy, they couldn't do it. There's too many marines.
Yeah. So he's gonna basically walk on in and murder this natural, while Luneth tries to go for a base trade. Let's see what happens. And there goes all the probes, real quick.
And these zealots are over here just living for ire, knocking down these rocks while all their brethren are dying at home.
There's not even enough surface area to kill. You're only allowed to have 3 zealots attacking at once.
Yeah, those rocks are a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Like, no matter what race you're playing, like Zerglings, they don't do well. Like, nothing kills those things well.
Force field counter
Pretty decent force field there. Yeah. Unfortunately, it looks like... Oh, God.
Ow. Oh.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Yep, there goes 3... Oh, my God.
This is looking rough.
Well, this went from an alright looking push to a, well...
Widowmine?
Widowmines. I'm sure Riser would love this game. I'm sure he would appreciate us sending this to his cause of nerfing Widowmines into oblivion.
I hope Riser saves all of his games where he loses the Widowmines and just has like a replay pack of labeled fuck Widowmines and then just sends them to David Kim. That's what I want.
Well, I mean, David Kim responded to his GM promo. Maybe I'll respond to that.
Hey, he's the wonder child. David Kim, he noticed him. Oh, this going for a planetary fortress, so there's no chance of losing. Oh, I guess there's still the Void Ray, but wait, is there still? No, the Void Ray's
No, there are no Void Rays. They're all gone.
Yep,
it's all ogre.
It's all ogre.
We're about to see some probes fisticuff against some Stem Marines, and
they back off. They're like,
spoiler, that doesn't go so well for the probes.
Spoiler, they didn't want any part of that at all.
And then the Liberators just like sub-zealots, and the zealots are like, well, this isn't fair. I don't have guns.
God, how'd you go up? This is bullshit.
And then Luneth hits that GG button and is out of the game.
So yeah, that was that's a good series to end it. That was something. So I think both games Luneth lost to the same 2 units.
Essentially, yes.
Yeah, so that was, yeah. I don't know any more to say to that besides Cyclones are pretty good.
Yeah, they definitely have their moments. You know, if they're not fighting Immortals or Void Rays, they tend to do pretty well.
Yep.
And like that's the funny thing about Gumiho's push is that like the 4 Cyclones time out with a proxy Oracle, so as soon as the Oracle flies in, it would just get tagged by all 4 and die.
Wait, like they pop out as the Oracle comes into their own base. Oh, I see what you're saying.
Like if you feel like that's what's coming from your SCV scout, you can just kind of chill for a second, pick off the Oracle, and then go across the map. And like by then, you know, obviously they get a little bit of a heads up, but even if they get the pylons up, they're not going to have enough energy to overcharge enough.
Yeah.
And like honestly, since you're pulling the SCVs, you can let one of the Cyclones take a beating while you knock down the pylon anyway, because you know how fast a hatchery dies? Well, pylons make that look shameful.
Yeah. So I guess that's it. All Inspiration goes up 5-2, winning. This was week 5, I believe. Week 6 was casted by UR. I could find that VOD somewhere. It's somewhere on someone else's Twitch channel. But yeah, so we're on week 7, I think now. I think it's like 2 or 3 more weeks. I don't know the specifics, but we're in first place regardless. So yeah, hopefully I'll remember the cast in the next couple weeks within a week's time, because I got kind of sick and got lazy afterwards. So yeah, that's about it. I'll let you know if I cast something else. I don't know. Maybe I'll talk to Siegfried to cast some meme league or some shit. I don't know. But,
Do you have any idea when he's planning on starting that?
I have no
'Cause
idea.
like,
I know
none of the
he
groups
casted
are done
some
yet,
of them,
so-
but yeah.
Oh.
I gotta play Wagon at some point and get fucking smoked.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for Tool and what's his name to play.
Don't you play Riser or no?
No, I already played him.
Oh, okay. All right. So yeah, that's about it. See you guys. Peace. Well, actually, wait, before that, let's find out who. Can I refocus these views to someone?
That is the question.
Probably Grip. Grip's always streaming.
Just host a Villo. Make everyone happy.
I wish you could host with a message. Oh, that would be great. I know it's not possible, but like you host as like kind regards from the Big Black Cat fan or something like that. Oh, he's not streaming. That's awesome.
That should be our community name. Big Black Hat.
Yeah. Nobody all in streaming. Let's see. Do I recognize anyone's names? Is any like CTL people streaming that I know of? Because that kind of
There's no telling.
What?
I said there's no telling.
I'm trying to figure out.
I wish I could like actually get myself to play this game for more than a game or two a day, so I could go back to streaming it. But
No, that's ridiculous.
apparently, Luneth wants someone to cast his match versus Ball Savage because he won't play till someone plays it live. What?
Sure.
Are we doing this now?
I don't want to do it now.
Okay.
How about Up a Tree? I met that guy at fucking Philadelphia. It's fine. See you guys later. Peace.